Ready for this?
Alrighty, we fiddled with the wires and connectors. Drove it up and down the street a little bit. It did come on once slightly, went right back off. I don't know if it helped, hurt, even made a difference, nothing about it. So I'm gonna go get gas if it'll let me, and we'll try and run it. If it'll let me, let's see what happens. Let's ride. Alright, she came on, went right back off, so I don't know. Well, let's get some gas. Alrighty, we got a full tank of gas, a clean windshield. Let's see what happens. Let's ride. Was a long, hard ride. She did good. The governor light would just start to glow and then go out. It did that about 3 or 4 times. I'm not sure if what I did helped it any or what. I just don't know. But if it is a contact problem, I'll probably just have to take a day and get some help and take it apart piece by piece by piece, clean them, put them back together, and see what goes on. But like I said, if she's running, I'm going to ride. So until that day, we're home. I'm going to go in here and get a little rest. This sun's beating down on me, having an effect with my quality time. And we'll see if she'll run tomorrow.
One eternity later.
Alrighty, we're going to test out the work that we did the other day on it. The governor's been sitting here ever since then, when we disconnected, reconnected, and checked all the tightness and wiggled the wiring and so forth and so on to make sure it was all tight and had good connection. It ran, but the governor would come on and glow just a little bit and go off, but it still stayed running instead of me having to do a restart. So let it set that long. It's been cold. I've been letting it warm up here. We're going to try it and see if any of that made any difference, see if the governor comes on, and if it does, then see if it goes off, or if I restart it, it goes off, and then if I can get a normal ride out of it. So we're not going to go too far because, as you can see, the leaves all blowing around out there. We've got 45-mile-an-hour winds, and definitely not going to go out on any big open roads because this puppy's like a sailboat in the high seas when it gets going and the wind hits it sideways. So we're going to do a test. Let's ride. And there she came on. I had to restart it a couple times. There it is again. See if she'll go off by herself. Went off by itself.
What if that time is now? What if we were entering into a new time? A time when the very systems of control and commerce...
It did come on and then it went right back off, coming down the road there. It's just like it comes on, glows a little bit, starts to kick in to where it shuts the 2 cylinders off, then it kicks right back off. So I can live with that.
That we had believed to be the status quo were somehow no longer relevant. What if we were faced with a new medium, a new network, a new system that connected the people and places of the world in a new way? What if that system is here? What if that time is now?
And it came on. See if it'll go off. And it went off.
What if that system is here?
Back on again. back on again. See if it'll go off. And it went off. So it looks like it's not fixed, but as long as I can, I don't have to restart it, just pop it into neutral, let it idle back down, and then it fixes itself, kicks back off. I'm still going to drive it. Ultimately, I'm going to have to figure out how to jumper the 2 cylinders that get killed. When the governor comes on, it kills 2 of the injectors, I believe, is what it kills. And figure out which 2 of those they are and get new relays and just run them direct so that when I turn the ignition on, when I power the system, they automatically come on just like normal. The only thing that won't happen, hopefully, is if the governor does go to come on, it won't kill those 2 cylinders and I'll still be able to drive. Now, the light still may be on, but, you know, so it be. But to get the time with everything else I've got to do and whatever, for this to be down that length of time, as long as I can still run it and drive it and get to the store and be able to work in all the parades, that's my biggest concern, is being able to be into the parade and it stop and not start again in the middle of the parade. That's not good advertisement, nor it's not going to look good. I really don't care. Things happen, but that's my goal, is to be able to get it running, to go through all that. So, well, we're home. We're going to go in here and get some rest and start all over again tomorrow. See ya!
The next day.
Alrighty. Well, what can I say other than the gopher is running like crap. It will not stay running. The governor comes on. The governor will even come on if I just turn the key to start it. So even before I initiate the starter, it comes on and just will not run. So I'm going to try and figure out what's going on. It used to be that when it got wet, it would act like this. Now it just acts like this all the time. So I'm going to fiddle. One of my worst things that I really hate is messing with electronics on automobiles. I spend all day long for 20-some years working on computers, but trust me, it's totally different when it comes to a vehicle. Give me the days of old static points and coils and stuff, and I'd be much better off. I had no problem working with those. These electronic brain boxes and stuff is just a mess. So all I can say is I'm going to fiddle and check connections. So here we go.
12 seconds later.
Alrighty, well, we fiddled around, unplugged and plugged in what we could. The ones we couldn't get unplugged, we tried to wiggle them a little bit. It did come on for a second while I was going up and down the road to test it. I'm going to give it a attempt to give it a long haul run, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go put my road clothes on, get my wallet, lock stuff up, and see what happens. Got to get gas. She's about out of gas, so we'll test that. I just don't know what it is, so we're gonna run it a little bit and see what happens. Here we go.
Damn, that was annoying.